Hi and Happy New Year! Here we have Sarah. We're going to be doing her New Year's Eve glam. It's going to be a bit more of an in-depth tutorial, so stick with me. Starting off as always with some micellar water and some Tower 28 spray to cleanse and sterilize the base, and then some moisturizer. I'm using First Aid Beauty. I always like to start with the eyes, so I'm using MAC Painterly Paint Pot as my eyeshadow base and primer. Really good at neutralizing the eyes and really good at holding on to anything I really put on top of it. Going in with some really dark black liner, I am smudging that in the lash line, as getting it as close to the lashes as possible, and using a flat tip brush to really get in there, really get in between the lashes. She has beautiful eyelash extensions, so I really want to get that density and that pigmentation along that lash line and really get in between those lashes. Using MAC eyeshadow in Carbon to extend that outer wing and also blend in and set that eyeliner so that there's no smudges or budges, any kind of bleeding or any of that stuff. And I'm also using it to sort of like soften up that liner look to have a more blended eyeliner. I like that diffused look where it's a little bit more diffuse and softer on the lid and then gets really rich and pigmented along the lash line. Going in with some eyeshadows now, I'm using MAC Brûlée eyeshadow on the inner corner and mid eyelid, and then MAC eyeshadow in Era for the outer eyelid. This is just going to give me a really nice base for my glitters that I'm going to be putting on top. And here we are with the glitter glue, putting that all over because we are going to use glitter today. Here I am using Urban Decay's Wild Dipper eyeshadow. It's the same formula as the beloved Space Cowboy, but not as warm. And then just along the lash line, I am also putting on some Silver Hologram Loose Eye Glitter by MAC. And then sporadically putting on MAC 3D Black Glitter, which is a very like black glitter, just along that lash line, just to give it that sort of diffused, sparkly, fun look. Cleaning it up with a cotton swab in Micellar Water before going in with my face primer. I am using MAC Prep+Prime Skin Base as my primer. Sarah likes a little bit more of a glowy complexion, so this is a really good primer for that, and I don't really have to worry about mattifying her too much, so I really like this primer for that. You're gonna see me cleaning up some glitter as we go, trying to contain. I mean, no matter how much glitter glue I use, it's gonna fall out. So throughout this, you're probably gonna see me clean up some glitter. Here I am going in with my foundation. I am using MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Foundation. Her shade is C2. A really lovely foundation. She, again, has some really great skin. I don't have to worry about using anything that's like too full coverage. And it's just, it gives the perfect base. I love this foundation so much. I use it on pretty much everybody unless they want like super matte, super full coverage. And just making sure that everything is blended, everything has the same layer of coverage. Now I'm going in with my Rare Beauty liquid blush in Hope, which again, another beautiful color. Neutral enough that you can pretty much wear with everything, but I love that it still has that little bit of a pink. Now I'm going in with my iconic London liquid bronzer, sheer bronze in color Caramel Glow, to sort of bring some warmth and some bronze back into the skin. Using the KVD liquid contour here in medium cool, just to really chisel out those beautiful cheekbones that she has and blend everything together. Now we're going in for concealer to clean up everything and really bring some brightness back into the face. I'm using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in shade NC25. This is my absolute favorite concealer. I've been using her for probably a decade now, and I definitely see myself just continuing to use her because just nothing compares to this concealer. I'm telling you right now, it's the best. Really using that to like clean everything up, bring back that brightness in the face, really chisel out the shapes. So now everything's been perfectly neutralized. Now we're going to be heading on to powder to set everything. Here I am using the Huda Beauty loose translucent powder in Cupcake, which is beautiful translucent, my favorite loose powder ever. Really nice. I'm using MAC Give Me Sun as a bronzer to set wherever I've used her liquid bronzer, and then MAC Warm Soul Mineralize blush, which is another blush or MAC product that I've been using for probably close to a decade now. Just such a beautiful blush color. Now this is something that I always get questions on. Everybody always asks me, what highlighter did you use? MAC Hyperreal. MAC Hyperreal highlighter, I'm telling you, is one of the best highlighters out in the market. Everybody always asks me, what am I using? Using some Too Faced Born This Way powder just to sort of set everything, blend everything out. And now we're going in for eyebrows, using a combination of MAC Concrete and Espresso eyeshadows on her eyebrows, just to carve out that shape a little bit more, bringing that structure back to the face and that richness, because she has such beautiful rich dark hair and those lovely lashes. Such a beautiful eye shape. And then using the Maybelline brow gel, another classic, Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, Fix Plus setting spray, and now we're going in with some lips. Now here I am using Ruby Woo lip liner. She's wearing a red dress, so we're gonna do a red lip, because you know she is just that girl. Really taking my time to carve out that lip shape. Now I'm going to be going in with the MAC Studio Chromographic pencil in NC15 NW20, which is like a concealer pencil, really just to clean up that liner, and then blending that in with whatever was left on my concealer brush, just to have everything look really nice and sharp and clean. And this also helps with keeping the red on the lips without it bleeding. Now I used Lady Danger by MAC at first because I really wanted the brightness that this more orangey red has, and then I went in with MAC Russian Red to correct it, to make it a little bit more of the proper red, but still keep that brightness from the Lady Danger, but deepen it up and enrichen it up a little bit more with the Russian Red. I didn't want to use Ruby Woo, even though it would have given me that brightness that I wanted, but it's just too dry for Sarah. Going in with the inner corner with some Shroom and a little bit of Teddy on the lower lash line, just to really define the eye shape. And then in her waterline, I am using a cream color eyeliner, just to really make those eyes pop, brighten them up, make them look nice and big and doe-eyed. I mean, like, look how beautiful her eyes are. Some waterproof mascara on the lower lash line, and there you have it.